Gary Payton II. We appreciate you coming on the Bridge to Bridge podcast. This is episode 22, season 2. And, before we jump into all the craziness of the last few weeks, would love to start off the show by diving a bit into your childhood. I know you were born in Seattle, but you got heavy Oakland roots. Tell us a little bit about your upbringing.
Yeah, like you said, born in Seattle, was there, about 9 or 10 years old. Pops got traded to Milwaukee, but just throughout my whole, upcoming, just every summer we would come to Oakland, hang out, family, grandmother, grandfather. That was just a summer thing. So we knew we was coming to Oakland, so every summer, so that was that, and then just throughout the rest of that time, and we just come back here, see family and whatnot.
I know you got a couple of brothers, and you're real close to family. I think I've actually played against one of your older brother, because I play at Jamtown and Soldiertown a lot. And,
Okay.
good ball players, obviously, between the three of you. Did he push you a lot to play the game hard and to be a certain type of player?
No, not at all. He just said whatever you wanted to do is on you. Just figure it out, find your own way. Find out what you're passionate about, and stick to it.
Being the son of an NBA legend, I'm sure basketball was introduced to you at a real young age. Can you talk a little bit about, when you really started to fall in love with the game and develop your own passion for it?
Yeah, you already know my dad was already in the league when I was born, so just from the jump, I was around basketball, and I really didn't start taking it serious, working my game until about going into my senior year of high school. Um, I was just doing it for the season. After basketball, I would just chill, play other sports. Until my dad gave me an ultimatum, it was either get a job or get a scholarship, to go to school and play. So I decided just to talk to a guy named Daryl Jordan. He was working on my little brother at the time, and I got with him, worked on my game, and was with him. Went to AAU with Hardegard, Coach DB, Sean, Rob, and just played. They let me go, worked on my game every summer, and continued to grow and grow. And I seen that I was starting to get good, and this might be we tried turning it into something, and I just kept working, and it worked so far.
Hey, Gary, I know we're just meeting each other, man. So we didn't get a chance to really, get to know each other. But
What up, Don?
we're really excited to have you on the show. There's a lot of questions on here. I'm super excited that it's episode 22. I don't think that's an accident. I mean, you got all the numbers. You got 20. You got 0. You got 2. So this is amazing. Growing up playing basketball, did Pops kind of go hard on you when he was playing, or when did he obviously when you're super young, he's not going to go full pull, but as you get older, right, and you're taking it more serious senior year, are you playing those games and it's like all out, like no holding back?
Yeah, but he never pressured me or got on me like that. It was on me. If I wanted to, be better, continue to work on your game and play the right way. So it wasn't no pressure. He didn't, yell, scream, or nothing like that. It was just, go out there and be yourself. I didn't really felt pressure or anything, to go hard or do it a certain way or, I just be myself and play.
For sure. And then you said you grew up in Seattle and you were going back and forth between the Bay Area and Seattle. What are some of your fond memories growing up in Seattle and spending time there growing up?
Yeah, just going to work with my dad every day, being around a team, catering Supersonics, pre games, messing around the arena, going to other team, visit the locker room, talk to players, stuff like that, and that's where I just, loved being around the game, going with my dad every day. And that was basically it. I just was happy to go to work anytime I can, if I don't go to school or whatnot like that, I would just try to go with him every day.
I hear you're a bit of a gamer. Is that something that you were doing in college or in high school? I mean, I was playing Counter Strike and Diablo 2 early in the days.
Yeah, yeah. Counter Strike was back in the day that, but I've been playing games since I was young in Seattle. We had the Nintendo 64, the Dreamcast, the PlayStation, of course. It was just that's all I liked that from back in the day. My dad was, he had all the old school games and everything, so that's when I fell in love with gaming, and I'm still doing it to this day.
Were you heavy on the Golden Eye?
Yeah, golden idea for sure. Nintendo 64, you can't beat it. Like what? Knew where the golden gun, the one shot gun was. Hey, so
I think the Nintendo 64 probably caused me more mental damage from my older brother beating me for it. We had one system, one TV, three brothers. I'm 6'7". I'm a big guy, but my older brother, he's as big as me, and my little brother, he's a college
hmm
football player, or was a college football player, as big as me as well. So oftentimes I was sandwiched, and I didn't get to play much, but I figured it out.
nah, yeah, I did. I had my little brother, and he's got the worst of it. That's how I learned to get better. Just continue to play him, but now he's just as good. So I ain't tripping.
You
You
gonna
were
ask
gonna ask something,
something?
Mike? Oh, see, that's that brother right there. I'm just getting over the trauma of getting Mike
Right? He just had
from
flashbacks like,
from Cyber Hunt. So it
ah.
takes me a couple minutes because it was a lot of pain for the family uh,
Ask
getting
your
in.
question, fool.
So one of the things I'm super interested in is obviously growing up in the Bay Area and going back and forth. You know, Gary Senior had a lot of friends in the music industry that shout out hanging out with Gary Payton. And did you get exposed to like Bay Area music at a young age and get into that and were you around, hanging out with different folks, obviously, getting access to different people, right? That not a lot of people grow up kind of seeing.
Yeah, definitely, got exposed to the lingo and the movement out here in the Bay. Yeah, we used to live next to Earl Steve's E40 in Danville, a while, and that's where, I basically had my memories growing up. We used to go over there and kick it with the family and everybody. So, 40 was around. We go to 40 concerts and whatnot, So definitely, the lingo and everything, the movement from the Bay for sure. Growing up, I was with little cousins, big cousins. And, they showed me the culture.
Did 40 ever pull you aside and be like, "Hey, let me give you some pearls of wisdom right here," and like, you know, give you some,
Good advice.
lay some game on you, at a young age.
Oh yeah, he's always been there supporting. Especially when we were young back in the day, bad. He would always tell just try to stay out of trouble and whatnot. But they've been supporting, and I can't appreciate them. From back then to now, it's just Steven family has just been tremendous.
Do you feel like you took a bit of the high speed movement up to the Northwest? Like, when you were playing JUCO and in college?
Yeah, everywhere, everywhere I go, I just try to bring a piece of all the places I've been, and just let it rock. Show everybody know what's up and what it is. So it's just normal.
So
So
out of go, I'll go. So
go ahead.
so out of high school, you go JUCO. You feel like that was kind of an integral part of your development as a player, or did you feel like you were D1 ready out of high school?
God, no, really, I didn't have the grades to get clear to the clearinghouse, so I had to go to prep, and some things happened at the prep school, and the grades didn't go through, so I had to go get my AA in the JUCO. So it was the only route I had to. That's the only route I had. So I made it work, and those 2 years were great development wise, and to continue to work on my game, and just to get better. So I am blessed and fortunate that to have that under my belt.
So you get serious in high school, you're developing, you end up in Salt Lake. Kind of, can you walk us through how you get to Salt Lake City, and then what gets you to, Oregon State? Was that kind of part of the plan? Were you aiming to go there? I know you had, um, different connects there and different contacts from coaches that you knew. I mean, how did that kind of all come about?
Yeah, from JUCO, we had a pretty good 2 seasons, played pretty well, and then through that whole process of the JUCO, Oregon State, yeah, eventually started recruiting me. Craig Robinson and that staff recruited me heavily, and then talking to them. But I had already had my mindset to come, back to the Bay and go to St. Mary's, just be around family, my grandfather and my grandmother at the time. So really, I had two my visits, and then Oregon State was my last visit, and I just decided to make a decision and go to Oregon State and see if we can change the culture there and bring them back to the tournament. And when I decided to make that decision, I told my pops that I was going to Oregon State, and then we just made a decision.
Do you feel like that's kind of where your defensive game, like, is that when that kind of started and you became this defensive killer, or was that early on?
Oh, that's the only way. I can score. I knew how to score. Was just go steal the ball and go dunk it. So um, I just decided I had to be good at that. If I wanted to score or get the ball, because I wasn't that much of a threat offensively coming up. So I decided to do it the hard way and just lock down, sit down on people, and yeah, just go dunk it.
Well,
How did you kind of fit into the program at Oregon State? I mean, from what I know about Oregon State and the Beavers, they've always been a very scrappy team, and they're always like that team that they put it to other teams. They're usually the underdog, but they do have a lot of talent. They always seem to have like a scrappy point guard who is just like out of control. I feel like every season that's like a staple over there. But how did you kind of fit into the program over there, and what'd you learn?
Yeah, well, when I was recruited, after the Craig Robinson, everything with that situation, I talked to Coach Tinkle, reached out, and I decided to still made the decision to stay and play for Coach Tinkle and the new staff. Coach Rupp, Coach Thompson, Gout. So it was just like, why not? And he let us go. We had a few young guys, and our team was we had to have open tryouts to fill the team. So in the style that Wayne Tinkle had coming from Montana, he was a gritty guy, and he liked to cause havoc, and just turned out I like to do the same thing. So the pieces fit up, and I decided to stay, and we just turned it around.
when you look back at your college years, do you feel like you were a pretty low maintenance player, or you know, were you a coach's headache at times?
No, I really don't even talk that much. I just
Yeah.
we're ready to go, play defense, and just try to do everything I can, to help the team out.
Yeah.
You know,
When I
you know who's not low maintenance coaches is Mike, Big Mike. He would be like the equivalent of a 1954 Porsche in the low maintenance category. Like you just have to always like, dude, what broke down right now? What's
I
going
got
on?
kicked out of drills. I got kicked out of drills a lot, man. I shouldn't have even been in there. So college at Oregon State, seems like you were very successful. You enter the draft and you go undrafted. How do you regroup and refocus after that? Did you feel kind of broken, and was there kind of a tough time after that, or was it right back to work and getting to the eye on the prize and getting back to where you want to be?
Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, I really didn't expect to get drafted. So, it's just like if I do, it's cool. If I not, like you said, just continuing to keep working. opportunity is going to present itself, and when those moment comes, just try to seize it the best way you can. Just continue to go, continue to push, continue to fight. So I wasn't worried. I know we was gonna have to go through, some ups and downs, but it was just part of the process.
I know you played on, you really went up and down a lot between the G League and the NBA. I've seen a couple of your posts on social media talking about the importance of the G League. Can you expand a little bit on that and talk about how that helped you kind of get to where you are today?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, the G helped tremendously since I've been there. Going back, just getting the reps. It's just the competition down there gets better by the year, and it's a lot more guys coming out of the G, and are in making statements and helping teams, win championships. So it's just every time, every year, the league gets better and better, and with the new teams coming in there, and it's only going to get better. So every time I go down there, just to work on my game and just to really appreciate the game. So go down there, work, and just create another opportunity.
Yeah, obviously, I mean, your road to the league and going through a lot of challenges wasn't it's an easy path. Were there ever any moments where you were just kind of second guessing, or just like having those moments where you're like, man, I don't know if this is what I'm going to do, or were you just dead set like, hey, it doesn't matter, I'm getting to where I need to get no matter what, this is just part of the path?
No, I knew it was going to be hard. Just some factors, I picked it up so late, and and just alone, is just blessed, to be in this situation and been able to, continue to fight and to continue just to build and just to create opportunities for myself. So you have doubts early. I had doubts early when I was younger. Is this the what I want to do, or if it's for me or whatever. But now I understand it's just a grind. It's just only a matter of time, and when you put yourself in you know great positions to create opportunities, it's just you just got to seize them and just be ready for the moment.
We had Juan Toscano on the show. He's a good friend, a friend of the show. We had him on twice. Did you have any battles with him in the G League? And can you expand on what it's like playing against him in the G League and now being his teammate?
Yeah, JTA, my guy Juanito, shout out Juan. But yeah, we've had some nice battles. Him and D Lee as well. We've had some playoff battles in the G in just the last like 3 4 years. We've all been in the G, in and out of the G. Trying to find a spot, and it's crazy. That we're all here now on the same team. Just playing well and playing unselfish. And that's what guys, like I said, guys in the G. There's so many guys in the G that can help out teams. Just to to be on this team right now with those guys and to know what we go through, as well as Cheese out here. Been with Cheese up and down the G as well. So it's just crazy, and just the time and the effort, all these guys put in, and just to see them, here now is just it's fun. Actually, it's just so much fun.
Your old man was a big shit talker, obviously in the league. He let it known that he was out there guarding you.
I didn't
Watching.
hear you. It broke up.
Oh, I was saying like your dad. He shit talked folks in the league. He let it be known when he was guarding you. Do you find yourself out there playing that way at times, or are you quiet on the court as well? You just let your game speak for it.
Yeah, I just there's no need to really chat. I'm just let the game speak. Just continue to help my team, talk to my team. And see what we can do to get the job done. So I just let the game speak for itself.
Yeah, I talk a lot of shit on the court, and oftentimes, right now I have a broken rib. Actually, I was out there playing, talking some shit, and I set a dirty screen, and broke a rib. I'll be back out there soon though.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. You feel me? You got sometimes you gotta get your shit off. Don't even worry about it.
Hey,
Right.
the problem is that Mike talks shit to the refs in games, and I'm like, dude, that's the wrong. Like, they're not gonna respond well. You know
Yeah,
what I
you're
mean?
not. Most of the time, you're not gonna win that battle.
Hey, I got a question on the refs. I mean, playing in the league and you see different players, yapping at the refs and things like that. I mean, um, do you feel, obviously you kind of, like you said, you play quiet, you let your game speak for itself, but do you feel folks just egg on refs, kind of like getting attention on them and get worse calls by getting into the refs, or is there a balance in that?
It's just, the game of the flow. What the group, the ref group of that day, just how they're calling the game, and it's just all adjustments. I think they're gonna officiate the game how they want to officiate it, and you just gotta adjust to how they're doing it. So it's no really, it's like what can you do? So all you can do is adjust. So just try to adjust and don't let them try to control the game.
You guys are off to a really hot start. Obviously, your name is it's been one of a lot of focus in the start of the season. How are you staying focused, now that you've got all this attention coming your way? I'm sure you're getting asked to do a lot of podcasts, interviews, sponsorships, investments. Like talking to Juan, he had a similar really quick rise, and now he's an all-star. He's killing it. Like, how have you been able to stay focused and manage the noise?
Just continue to stay humble and continue to be hungry. Um, Still do the same habits and routines, that we've been doing, to get to this point. Take it one day at a time and just make sure we keep our eye on the prize and know where we want to be at the end of the season, and to make that, to make a push, whenever that opportunity comes up. So just to stay humble and hungry.
How do you find balancing, the entertainment side with what you guys have as a team as far as your goals and priority? I mean, we talked about this with Juan, right? That the game is it's a game, and there's, the skills that are involved, and obviously the ultimate goal of winning a championship. It's also a business. There's entertainment involved. Right now, you're all over, the web, the highlight reels, as like a human highlight reel, and it's like multiple games. How do you balance that with, obviously you guys are doing well, so there's no, you're not at the point where you're, um, you know, it's you're doing great. Yeah, you're killing it, but at the same time, like balancing the highlights and those plays versus improving and getting to the ultimate goal, which is the championship. Or is that tough to balance, or are you just enjoying the ride right now, doing your job and making it work?
No, yeah, just continuing to to grind. I'm not really a social media guy like that anyway, so um, just try to use my time to to continue to get better. Like you said, investments and stuff like that. Do my homework on businesses and technology stuff like that. I'm a tech guy, so just try to stay busy with real productive things. And
Dom's
uh
a tech guy. He's a very big crypto guy.
yeah, I'm with crypto. I've been in crypto for about a year now, so it's going, and
It's a
just
roller
continue to.
coaster.
What was that?
It's a roller coaster, the crypto
Oh,
game.
what? Oh, roller coaster. But yeah, just continue to do research and do my homework on that stuff, and still, as you know, is basketball is my job first, so still work and get better in that area.
Dude, the hops on the highlight reel, the alley oop. Um, and
God
and
damn.
and Mike said you knew growing up, knew Ray Young growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, did he give you the patented Ray Young calf raise routine that he had? Because I mean, like that highlight was like, dude, I was looking for the trampoline. Like,
He
what's
was
going
running the
on,
jump
dude?
soles too, for sure, huh?
You for sure were running the jump soles, bro, up in Seattle. Everyone was like, what is this?
Hey, it's just it's excitement. When you're running and the adrenaline's going. It's just you just go all out, and it's just so fun to play with this group, and we're playing well. We're in the right direction. It's just important that we stay locked in and focus and continue to get better and continue to play unselfish. But no, it's fun out there, and we make plays for each other, and it's just fun.
I was,
So
obviously your style of play is high octane, lots of cuts, lots of movement. Bringing you on and with the journey that you had, with other teams and finding your place, did the Warriors bring you on out of the gate and they knew what that place was, or was it something that kind of was worked out, like that they found, like you guys discovered it together where you fit within the offense and the team, or did they have a plan for you out of the gate?
No, yeah, this team's so diverse. We have so many pieces that can do so many things. I think we just play with certain different units. They put different units out there, and we figured out we were just being ourselves out there and playing basketball. We saw what units worked, what certain guys worked with certain guys. So I think it was just experiment, and we're still trying to figure out certain groups.
yeah,
There's another piece coming back into the mix, not too far out in the near future, right? I mean, obviously that timeline is uncertain, but how excited is the team to get Clay back and fit him back in and add just another monster weapon to already, being on a roll?
Yeah, Clay and James, is on the way back, and to have those two pieces just to come in and flow in and pick up, where we're headed is just amazing, and it's going to be so helpful. And Clay's been in there, James has been in there, itching to get back. So I know when those guys are back, they're gonna flow in smoothly, transition, and we're going to continue to be unselfish, and very happy that going to have Clay and James back.
I've been checking out the social media, the nicknames, a lot of nicknames coming out as of late. The mitten, the young glove. Like, what do you prefer to be called?
I think we deaded the mitten, but yeah, somebody said Young Glove, and I was like, that's cool with me. That sounds pretty smooth. So I think they're gonna use Young Glove.
I'm with young glove
Young
too.
Glove is good. GP2 is fire. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
that's
GP2. Yeah, that's just that's almost government. So that's going for sure stick.
G Dwayne. Your middle name, is that your middle name is Dwayne?
Yeah, Gary Dwayne. Yeah,
G Dwayne. I mean, there's a
I
lot of
don't know. G
options
Dwayne
here.
done that. That's I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well,
We'll have to
that was
cut
just
that out.
that was the Instagram. That's the Instagram one. So I thought, that could be I think GP2 is that's the
That's
one. Young
classic.
Glove is
That's
good too.
classic OSU. Shout out to the Beavers. Shout out to the Beavers.
Hey Gary, I gotta ask, man. So what's the preferred loadout when you drop into the war zone?
Right now, I'm with the EM2 right now in the MP5. Just real light. I'll be on the game with my guys. Shout out
Who
Deal
do you,
Wayne.
who do you play with?
Sorry, low ball. It'd be my guys. Joe Laura. What up? Kalen. We be having private matches, so all my guys from back home is fun.
Dude, so prior to COVID, I didn't have a gaming system. I was hooping 3 days a week. I was active. I was out. The shutdown happens. Day before shutdown, I pick up the PS4. I turn into 8 hours a day. I'm playing Warzone.
What? When we was in lockdown, there were 8 hours. I was on there for about 16. It
so
was
so
just as soon as we had workouts in the morning. After that, it was over.
dude,
No,
so,
don't have to move.
so I got the PS5. Things kind of open back up. I'm still playing like 4 or 5 hours a day.
Absolutely.
The girl, she starts saying, I thought this was a lockdown thing. PS5 is gone, bro. No, I don't play Warzone anymore. I'm done, bro. I'm retired.
Oh, I haven't played in a while. It's been a little. We have a busy schedule nowadays, so
I haven't played in a minute.
And since he's done now, the sale of controllers in the United States has gone down 13% now that Mike doesn't play games anymore because this is a chronic controller breaker here that we're talking
Yeah,
about.
bro, I was crazy.
Smashed.
He said I was crazy.
I was sick. You can ask Juan, bro. We play together. Like, I'm a toxic Call of Duty player, bro.
You a toxic teammate, man.
I'm just like, I get hella upset, bro. I don't like getting popped, and you know, all these fools be slide canceling, and like, man,
What, bro? I can't just slide, cancel, jump. I'm like, come on, stop that.
Hey,
Hey,
so you got a few more questions?
endless, man, but I got a couple quick more. How's the outpour of support been in the Bay Area? Obviously, as you get more attention, I would assume getting more, phone calls, texts of just support. How has that been as far as the Bay Area notable folks and just community as a whole?
Everybody, they've been supportive, from the beginning, even before I was here. In and out of the G League. Guys has been, following the journey and everything, and it's just so much love, and now we're here, just try to give all that love back, and just show everybody I appreciate all the love from the beginning, and just trying to, play now with so much energy and effort for them and Dub Nation. And that's really how I try to repay them. Just go out there and leave it all on the court.
Any of your, sponsors or folks that you want to shout out? We've got a lightning round. We're gonna ask you a few trivial questions before we let you go, but we just want to make sure there's no shout outs you want to give before we get into the trivia.
It's endless, man. I can't even, bro. I hate doing this because I leave out so many people that's been, a part of the journey and just so instrumental to the position, the opportunity I am right now. But my Uncle Mark, Royce Campbell, Nikki Gerlach, Langston.
Langston, man,
Mom,
what a
my
great
pops,
guy.
Langston, my guy. The family, the game back at the crib, worldwide. Shout out to all my worldwide guys. Vico, you already know, Z, Kalen. It's just so many people that's helped, and it's just it's endless, and I can't even think of everybody, but everybody knows what it is.
All right, so the lightning round, bro. We asked some trivia questions. If you get all the questions right, we'll somehow link up. We'll get you this belt. It's the Bridge to Bridge podcast lightning round championship belt.
You can flaunt
Okay,
that.
okay.
Juan didn't get it, so you can flaunt that around. You can bring that in, and just he'll know what that is, dude, and he'll know.
Okay,
like,
let me
hey,
see what I can do with it. Let me see.
All right, Dom's gonna start it off, dude.
Now, these are tough. I got to tell you. So they start off and they get much more difficult, and they're designed to be really, really hard. But
Don't judge me.
no, it's okay. So you said you're a gamer, and I'm old, so I'm gonna throw this back to an older game. But
If you don't get this,
name one other player in NBA Jam Tournament Edition who was an option to pair up with your pops for the Supersonics. You can name.
Sean Kemp.
Done.
yeah.
You're in. You're good. Yeah.
If you got that wrong, bro,
I'm
we're gonna hit end, bro.
come on, man. That's the first two right there, bro.
First round, you're cruising through. Okay. Second question: Oregon State versus Oregon football rivalry game known as, what is the game known as?
Civil War.
Civil War game. Okay, done. In fact, they changed that. It's no longer the Civil War game. I found out it's now just a game. But I guess that's a whole.
They for real did that?
Yeah, that's a whole. That's a
Times
whole
are
other
changing,
thing.
bro.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Okay, this is so you're cruising through. I'm starting to get nervous because we're gonna have to get this belt out. It's like, okay,
come on.
this is tough because I don't know how good you are with song names, the names of songs. But I'm gonna play you a sample of a track
All right.
that gives a shout out. You'll know the artist, but I wonder if you'll know the name of the song. It gives a shout out to your pops directly. I'm gonna play this sample for you right here.
Oh, like E40. Stop playing.
Now, what's the name of the song though?
Oh, what's the name of the song? I hope I don't go back. I hope I don't go back.
Okay, dude, you got it, dude. I hope I don't go back.
Sure, Earl
You got
Stevens.
it, dude. Hey, I mean, was there really a bowling alley?
Yeah, he put a bowling alley in the crib. Yeah, for sure. I remember that crib. That crib was fun.
Dude, the fact that there is a bowling alley gives me way more, I mean, like, I got mad love for E40, but knowing that he's spitting out real stuff out there and that there is a bowling alley at Gary Payton's house is just
that was
like,
absolutely facts for life.
I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight.
Hey, and that's the second E40 question. What was the other one about Merton Hanks?
We had asked that, I think, to Juan.
Oh yeah, we did.
And I think we asked about that track, and we put that out there and said, or at the golf course with what NBA player, and he got it, Merton Hanks.
NFL.
Yeah, NFL. Okay,
Hand
this
it
last
your question, dude.
Let's see how well you know your teammates here. I will give one hint if you don't know it, but we talked about him, Juanito Toscano Anderson from East Oakland.
Yeah.
What street?
95th.
That's
Oh
it,
my
bro.
God.
We have a new champion. We have a new champion with the belt, which will get delivered to our guy. He will hold that belt until it is won by another guest. And I'll tell you, you're going to have some time with the belt. So we will get that to you, Mike.
We got to get a pic with you somehow.
It's
We'll figure it out.
It's done. It's done.
We're gonna get a courier on one of those bikes with the pack, pull up and just roll up and be like, boom, dude. So
Absolutely. Hey, it's good.
you are the new bridge to bridge lightning round champion GP2. Bro, it's been unreal having you on, and thanks for kind of giving us your time because I know you're busy.
No, it's all love. I appreciate y'all having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. Hey, thank you so much, PP, for coming on the show.